Welcome back to the Twisted World's Wonderwood. Last time we got to know our very intelligent protagonist, Professor Pennyworth Guiness. And so, we continue on his adventure. But before we begin, the roll of the dice is chaotic, but none more so than the algorithm. So be sure to like, subscribe, share the video. Leave a comment. Every little bit helps. On the hellscape on which this platform is. Seriously, I want some positivity out there. So, let's get to it. While trying to procure an armored disguise for the extend frame, the magical sight keeps peeking in as if spying on the professor. Many questions arise, but he has to focus on his task. Soon his ambitions will reach its ultimate conclusion. Now, though, armor for the frame, and so Pennyworth sends forth, hoping to find a suitable source for the armor he needs. As Pennyworth was pondering this, at the small hovel, which is his current domain, he hears someone calling for him. He moves. It is a member of the Oak Guard. He wonders what he wonders why they have come on him this time around. The Oak Guard member then proceeds to inform Pennyworth that an issue has arisen with the Seers, and he may be connected. Pennyworth, confused for but a second, but then realizes something. The magical sight he's been feeling. He agrees and to follow along. The Grand Oak. The greatest tree in all of Wonderwood. Also the greatest city. As such, Pennyworth is intrigued at all the potential there is there. However, he has no time for sightseeing. He is led to a room filled with many people and some mystical arts and some mystical artists. It is time to learn what is transpiring around him. This is the one, I assume. stands there, asking. Yes, I believe so. A frog speaks up. Great seers, the oak guard escorting Pennyworth exclaims. What, pray tell, is the reason for summoning me here? Pennyworth asks. You see, something odd has happened. We have tried to scry into the odd that's happening around Wonderwood, but something is blocking our sight. The same thing seems to be focused on you. Would you happen to know a reason why? Pennyworth pauses and thinks on this. He interjects. Why, yes, I have been feeling an arcane sight upon me in these recent days. I do not know where it comes from, though. The seers ponder this. It is then a strange voice rings out. Ooh, boy, I wonder what has happened. The whole room jolts. They are unsure of what is transpiring. It is there. From near the top, an oddly colored figure moves out. Hands and feet black as darkest night. Fur blue as midnight. A myriad of ringed colors on his tail. And a myriad of other colors along the head of his fur. Lips of a weird orange color. Shifting colors in his eyes. A strange and manic-looking monkey makes its appearance. People look confused, but the two seers look at him knowingly. Mortisol, what are you doing here? Or is that a way to treat an old friend? Oh, what fun it is to meet an old colleague. An old colleague? Mortisol is a seer, but he doesn't use his abilities for good. All roads lead to death. But what if all so why not just speed things up? The cycle of life and death are quite different after all. So why not just move things along for the next cycle? Such is nature. Nature is steady and progressing. You just want to fast track death. Yes, and I know many different things. There are many different ways death can be sown upon Wonderwood, as has happened in the past. Oh, I see many possibilities of it. All that's left is to decide which one should I try to go for. But whenever I see a chance at all of these, a single figure always shows up in my visions. He slinks around in unnatural movements and moves toward behind Pennyworth. Pennyworth's small frame is ever more so compared to Mortisol, whose size is easily 4 times that of Pennyworth's. This little penguin here he looks at Pennyworth from above, arcs his body, his face upside down to Pennyworth's, but face to face nonetheless. This little creature apparently is going to be a thorn in my side. Every single iteration. So, you've come here to stop me before I can achieve my goals and nip the bud? Oh no. I am here to support your advancements. What fun is it when you can see the future and it's absolute? When you can see the future and all the different little iterations it could have. There's no telling which path you're on right now. If you weren't in Wonderwood, everything would have been boring and predictable. So, why not? So, I'm gonna leave you be. After all, it's fun. And who knows? Depending on which timeline this is that I see, I might get to have a fun guessing which one it is. Who knows what vile things will happen? And who knows what catastrophe and death-bringing would come to Wonderwood. Oh, what fun it is, what fun it is. I swear, ever since you found those forbidden fruits and spices and herbs, you've become manic. Oh, of course I become manic. After all, I'm surprised you all haven't gone manic either. Using your powers for good when you can see everything happening. Well, wouldn't it drive you mad to begin with? So then, Professor Pennyworth Guiness. Before I go, allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Mortisal, the seer who sees death. And does his best to enact it. Now, most people call me the Mad Seer. But let's just say one more thing, though. I recall in each of my visions a glowing rainbow, and you at the center of it. Now tell me, Professor, that little project of yours, it's going to become the Rainbow Warrior of my visions. It won't matter if you run or hide or whatever. You will always be destined to fight me and my plans. As such, I'm looking forward to having a worthy adversary in this odd situation. But before we do, your little project needs to be finished in a possible way. Pennyworth stares down the monkey. He knows that even though he is an enemy, he is right. I'll give you a sporting chance then. There is a cave of many phenomena depicted in Wonderwood's cycle of life and death. I'm not sure which one to pick. I will pick one at random soon. Until then, that is how long you have to get your project in a possible manner before I start the plans. I'll choose within a week and let you know of my decision. It'd be boring to enact my plans without anyone knowing. Give everyone a fighting chance, after all. That's where the fun comes. Bye-bye for now. I'll see you another time. Bye then, Professor. The monkey slinks away, vanishing into his colors merging with the background, vanishing from all sight. Everyone in the room stares. He's just as strange as ever. But his abilities are strong. We need to be careful. Pennyworth looks around. You're not gonna actually believe him, are you? Or do anything he says? I am so close to achieving my project. And we need a fighting chance. He is right. No matter what situation is, I am going to be involved one way or the other. So, we need to get going. Yes. As Pennyworth has moved forward, is escorted forward. He comes across the barracks. Oh. Oh. Yeah, barracks. It's pretty good. We're doing some renovation work and moving some old items from the armory around. Old items from the armory, you say? I might have a need for some of that stuff. Really? Well, I suppose we'll look around. The old armory, filled with rust and old items. Pennyworth is looking around. He sees a strange old suit of armor. What is this? This thing? It once belonged to like a warrior from like a far off land. It has a strange aesthetic to it. But we don't have a use for it. I will take it, Pennyworth says after a minute of consideration. This is for your project? Yes. I see. Okay, do you see anything else here that you could use? Pennyworth looks around. The room is pretty stripped bare. Almost none of it is usable. Save for like a few scraps of iron or whatever. Unfortunately, I do not see anything that's quite usable. So the armor it is. After a while, both Pennyworth and the armor are returned to his little hovel. Guards have been posted outside his hovel to protect him just in case an attack comes from Mortazol. Pennyworth has been polishing, fixing, and upgrading that old suit of armor, and has finally fixed it onto the extant frame. With some modifications, the final initial point of his ultimate goal has been completed. Now he just needs a couple more items and an idea on how to finalize it. And he can fully embrace his dreams. As he's looking at that, the arcane sight he's felt before appears. An illusionary disembodied head appears out of Mortazol's. Ooh, the Rainbow Warrior from my visions is coming along nicely. Now, I do want to help you with that final little bit you need. But I can't make it too easy after all. Besides, I am about to reach a decision on how I want to invoke death upon Wonderwood. It's gonna be a big announcement. Everyone's gonna hear it. I just wanted to let you know beforehand. Pop on outside, and then I'll do the announcement. Pennyworth looks confused. Oh, don't worry. What? Just because I'm mad and want to invoke death on all of Wonderwood doesn't mean I'm not polite in some ways. Come on. You're going to be a star of my vision after all. The heat dissipates. Pennyworth rushes outside. Sir, what's going on? Mortazol's about to announce. The guards take on the edge after hearing that. Now then, Mortazol's voice can be heard from all around. It is time that I reveal what I'm after and what I'm going to do. I have narrowed my options down to 6 out of these many options. This cave is quite astounding. So many potentials of death, but I narrowed it down. meeny, miny, you. Ooh. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Ooh, a golden delight for everyone. What better cause for death than the abundance of life? Morsel channels a large amount of magic into his hands. A devastating amount of it. And he pulses it into the ground. Everyone's prepared, and yet nothing happens. Don't worry. It won't happen right away. But you should start seeing some of the effects, some of the lesser effects, in just a second. Now I bid you all farewell. You'll hear from me again when death is about to approach you. And Professor, I do hope you're willing to fight. I'm looking forward to seeing this rainbow warrior in my visions after all. The illusion dissipates. Everyone's confused. Nothing's happening. Pennyworth looks around with an arcane eye. He senses life force charging. Then he looks and sees one of the trees. He approaches it. The tree is starting to leak tree sap. Huh. The guard approaches. Trees often give off sap. Pennyworth looks at the tree. This species of tree does not produce sap, though. The guards look. They realize he's right. They've seen this tree before. This type of tree before. It never produces sap. This is confusing. Pennyworth takes a fallen leaf and puts the bit of sap on it. I'll return this to inside and monitor it. Alright. Pennyworth puts the leaf inside. As he puts it on the table, the leaf falls with a heavy weight compared to what it was before onto the table. Confused, Pennyworth examines the sap, or at least what's supposed to be sap. He grabs a small monocular device, which he uses in place of a microscope to examine it. He grabs a small scalpel, expecting to cut into it as a liquid. The scalpel slides off. The sap has already turned into a solid, pure amber. Pennyworth notes that such fossilization is too fast and nearly impossible. It is then he realizes what's happening. Life to death. He rushes outside. Send a messenger to Grand Oak. Professor, what's going on? The sap is the calamity that brings death. I don't get it. How is sap that bad? It rapidly fossilizes, turning into amber. Golden delight of death. Mortisol is going to encase the entire wood in amber, fossilizing everyone and everything. The guards panic. One of them rushes to send a message. The other's going to start taking perimeter, digging a trench around the trees. Pennyworth returns back to his hovel. Determined, he enters the armored extend frame. Takes a deep breath. Channels his magic into the apparatus. It's functioning and moving. The extend frame, fully armored, begins to move. As the guard is busy digging around trees, he looks up to see a large suit of armor moving on its own from the hovel. Moving like a person. Pennyworth has achieved the bare minimum of his ultimate goal. An overcoming of the weakness of his physical limitations. A fully mobile apparatus that extends his physical form. Pennyworth Guiness has created a mechanized suit that extends his bodily movements and removed his physical limitations. Just in time to figure out a way to stop this coming blight. And that is where we'll end that. I'll see you next time on the Twisted Worlds Wonderwood.